Hey everybody, hang on a second. This is the Blues 32, and this is, any second now, Space Quest, Chapter 1, made by Sierra Online, 1991. Roger Wilco in The Saren Encounter. Credits, where credit is due. But enough of this. The big Mantis ship is clamped onto probably our ship. Otherwise I can't see the relevance in this cutscene. There's our hero, Roger Wilco. You're startled by the sound of an alarm. Breaking through it, the intercom crackles with the frightened voices of a technician shouting that the Arcata has been boarded by unknown intruders. The transmission ends abruptly in a soundstorm of white noise, soon overtaken by the cold din of silence. You hear the overly cheerful voice of the ship's computer say destruct sequence is engaged. 15 minutes until detonation. Let me see here. So yeah, 15 minutes, and this place goes kaboom! Adjust the speed a little. Save, because I should. There we go. I said there... Stupid mouse. Do not give me trouble. And now we move on. Oh, look at this, a helpful little robot friend. This is a Model DX cartridge retrieval unit. Its function is to retrieve and return cartridges from and to the storage unit. It is currently empty. Oh yes, as you can see, we can also smell and taste things. For a more thorough adventure game. Now I'd mess around more, but 15 minutes until detonation. And I hear footsteps. What do we have here? Stupid mouse. It's all that remains of Jerry, one of the few techno dudes aboard who sometimes tolerated your company. Your low clearance excluded you from visiting him during the performance of his duties in the elegant lower-level airlock of the Arcata. Funny. No response. Smells like Jerry. I don't think you really want to taste Jerry, but then who knows? You search Jerry's body and find a keycard. That helpful chime tells us we did a good thing. 14 minutes until detonation. A door opens. A man you recognize as one of the head lab scientists stumbles into the room. He appears to be in serious need of some Abdo-Seal abdomen filler. I'm trying to read this like the narrator in Space Quest 4 and 6. After only a few steps, he hits the floor with a disconcerting thud. You okay there, bud? His lips move. The star generator is in danger. The Arcadia is under attack. You'd better get off the Scal if you value your life, Wilco. Just before his system cease all function short of decay, he looks over towards the shells of cartridges and utters black holes. With one last gasp, his lifeless form slumps to the floor. His audible forms of communication will be limited to what he can convey through the venting of bodily gases. He didn't smell all that great when he was alive. You wouldn't want to do that. Trust me. Alright, let's sit down and see what we can bring up these black holes he speaks of. Now, in order to do that, I have in my hand pictures of the manual that comes with the collector's edition. It's you can only get it like on Adobe, so, and I don't have a printer, so this is really the only way I can keep track of these things. So let's see, I believe it's this. The picture's a little faded, so it's hard to make out entirely what it's. The characters are easy enough to read, but it's what it's for that it's a little blurry. Cartridge found. Now retrieving. Yoink. Thank you, little helpful robot friend. You know, it occurs to me maybe we're being, jumping to conclusions here. Maybe these guys aren't so bad. Maybe if we talk to them, they'll be understanding. Such funny footsteps they have. Really? Taking this long, huh? Oh, there you guys are. These guys carry weapons. How wise do you think that is? Sniff them. Taste them. The aliens observe their handiwork briefly before looking for others to process in similar fashion. As you lie on the floor in a smoldering carbo-gelatinous heap, you can't help but wonder why you bothered getting up this morning. Alright, so these guys are not that reasonable. I'm using Bandicam now, and this is a new laptop, so these scenes are running like a dream. Used to be all jittery and what have you. A cursory glance indicates that Dave, a lab technician, is dead. Normally you wouldn't be able to tell, except that his intestines are hanging out of the scorched opening where his abdominal wall used to be. You remember that he was forced to serve in the Xenon National Guard, but he wasn't bitter. Failing to notice anything or anyone in the room, the Sarangars decide to go check elsewhere. Way to go, Roger! Your search of David reveals nothing even you'd carry. Dead people are sure boring. Gee, he doesn't smell bitter. Taste him. Still not bitter, just like you thought. This is one of the head research scientists, Blanche. You wanted to get to know her a little better. However, seeing her ruptured chest wall reveals more about her than you were willing to learn. Your search of Blanche reveals nothing even you'd carry. Dead people are sure boring. Hey, she's wearing that really great perfume again. Eau de Pain. Hey, keep your tongue to yourself, slimeball. Oh no! The star generator is gone! The base of the star generator research pedestal has apparently been trashed by the vandals who stole the generator. Your search of their body reveals nothing. Yet another crewman remains motionless. Yet another crewman's motionless body reduces the shine of the floor wax. Hugh doesn't look too neat and clean with his lungs hanging out like that. Normally a pleasant guy to talk to, Hugh is now pretty darn boring. I think Hugh might have missed a shower or two. Or perhaps his body got sweaty from the heat of that laser blast. Either you have a taste for sweat or you didn't smell him before you tried to taste him. What have we here? You find a small but heavy device affixed to the base of the star generator platform. It appears to be magnetic. That must be how the aliens upset the force field protecting the unit. It's now in my pocket. The lifeless body of Randy, one of the lab technicians, lies sprawled at your feet. Those laser blasts are nasty. Why, you can't distinguish one exposed organ from another. Your search of the body reveals nothing. Gosh, Randy's even quieter in this state. Randy's recently re-exposed and reheated lunch smells pretty good. You're starting to regret having slept through lunch. Although it's darn tempting, all this tension has your stomach churning. The last thing it needs is more stomach acid, especially from someone else's stomach. So yeah, new laptop, new program. Having a little issue making any recordings with my console, as the program I was using cannot be transferred over to the new laptop. This is a Windows 10. This is Stuart, one of your crewmates. He appears to be non-functional. You used to kid him about it when he was alive, but now it's true. You hear footsteps. The monitor gives a readout about the ship's status. Only the lab scientist really knew what exactly it was about. Yeah, some things don't let you interact with. No fun. On the screen is some green dude you've never seen the likes of. He seems to be talking, but the audio is out in this area of the ship. I hear footsteps. No. I didn't know they were down here. Alright, let's move on. Faster, Roger. There's no run command. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. I know. This could be bad. I think this thing's running too fast. I've had that problem before. Go, Roger, go. Oh, yeah. This may not work. Let's try cranking it to full speed. Haha! Not even they can catch up to me when I'm at full speed. Alright, what do we have here? Bay doors. I'd like to open the shuttle bay doors, Hal. What's this? You always meant to ask one of the technicians what this thing is. However, you procrastinated a bit too long in this case. Either it's an ocean in a bottle or a model of your stomach as the deadline draws near. What do we hear? This is a keycard slot. Your bottom of the food chain type clearance has always prevented you from obtaining a keycard of this area, thus precluding your access to it without an escort. Good luck finding one now. Well, as it just so happens, you slide the keycard into the slot. The lock releases with a satisfying click, and the elevator doors slide open. What do we hear? You notice some sort of gadget in the drawer. A space suit hangs in the closet. A helmet sits on the top shelf. Well, better put it on. And what do we have here? This is some sort of gadget. You're not sure what it does, but it has a small switch. You switch the gadget on and hear a Star Trek noise. You have 3 Buckazoids. Take a while to guess what Buckazoids are, people. Let's go push this button here. And with the shuttle and with the bay doors open and my helmet on, we are good to go. Oops. Does that artificial gravity do the job or what? What do we have here? Some alien anchor being is broadcasting a message about the stolen star generator. Okay, what do we have here? A survival kit contains the basics for deep space survival. A seatbelt is dummy tested, which ought to suit you fine. Put it on, because safety first. What do we have here? This button is not to be pushed at any time. This is the auto nav button. When operative, it allows the pod to navigate to the closest inhabitable planet. This is the power button for the escape pod. Well, let's turn this sumbitch on and get going. As you slide the throttle forward, you can feel the Arcata start to shake. Oh dear. Talk about a close call. Even though I had like 10 minutes left. Well, I gotta say, I don't like these buttons telling me what I can and can't do, so you have the feeling you shouldn't have pressed that button. Oh God! Oh dear God, why? Like a watermelon seed. I seem to be dead. And I've gone through time. Ouch! I think we've got some serious organ damage here. All of them, of course, could be easily replaced in the time period from which you've just arrived. However, a quick scenery check reveals that you are now in the Dark Ages. The only transplant you'll get here is from a carcass to a spit over a flame. As you draw a few final lungfuls of oxygen through your newly acquired sucking chest wound, you gleefully notice that your final resting place is near the beautiful Nottingham Castle, universally renowned for its inclusion in Sierra's conquest of the longbow. Oh my goodness, you're shocked to hear some highly inflammatory language making its way into your auditory canals. Must be some ruffians in the nearby pub. Well, you're dead again. We even warned you not to push that button. You have no one to blame but yourself for having to sit through a plug for another fine Sierra product. Maybe you'll follow directions next time. Thanks for playing and all that stuff. Right then. Let's not hit that button and instead hit the auto nav. Corona. I could go for a Corona. Let's head there. Whee! This time it's less horrifying. That doesn't look like a Corona at all. Oof, ow, I'm okay. Thank you for flying Arcadia Getaway Pod Lines. It's nearly been a pleasure serving you. Tell a friend if you've got one. Let's remove our seatbelt. Get out of this thing. Whew. What do we have here? A survival kit. Upon opening the survival kit, you discover a Xenon Army knife and a canister of dehydrated water. The can says Plevitron dehydrated water, H2. All you add is air. Mix 10 gallons. Caution, do not attempt to open or rupture container. Misuse could result in personal injury and or flash flooding. Well, that's very handy. I'll take this shard of glass because it's all shiny. And Roger likes shiny things. This ridge of sand helped stop the pod. The hull of the pod has an exquisite sheen. Too bad it's destined to remain a monument to your visit. That would be unwise. It's still hot from the high-speed entry into the Coronian atmosphere. Oh, I wanted to lick it. Sometimes this game can be no fun. You know something? I'm beginning to think this place might not be this most hospitable place. Funny that. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot an object hurling from the greenish atmosphere towards the parched surface you currently occupy. Uh-oh. Rats! If the eyes don't deceive, that's a Saren spider droid. They must have detected the escape pod leaving the Arcata. The spider droid must have been sent to settle any unfinished business. After the jarring impact, small panels open through which the legs sprout. You recall reading in an old issue of Space Piston magazine that this droid was designed to seek out organic life forms and self-destruct when close proximity to the target has been achieved. Oh, time to go. Do-doom, do-doom. Do-doom, do-doom. Okay, we should be safe from it up here. And while we're up here, let's have a drink. It's hot. That dehydrated water really hits the spot. That should keep you going a bit longer. Do-doom, do-doom. As you can see here... Ooh, here we go. Let's see if we can do this right. Where's it coming from? Where are you, little spider droid? Your theme music is loud and clear. I know you're there. Somewhere. You talk to yourself and as usual learn nothing that you didn't already know. Spider droid. Oh, it went away. Oh, it's back. Oh, come back. Spider droid. I want to crush you. I feel sad now. The spider droid doesn't want to play anymore. Ooh. Oddly enough, a plant grows in isolated spots in this inhospitable environment. Completely forgot about this. Glad I came down here. You snag a small cluster of leaves from the gooey plant. Ugh. Ew. Ew. That stuff sticks worse than fortnight old undergarments. It's a good thing your gloves are Tefloid coated. Alright, where are you, spider droid? This is nonsense. Watch him come and blow me up while I'm drinking. What do we hear? Erosion has drilled a small hole into the side of this section of vertebrae. What could be in there? Let's find out. Cautiously, you decide to investigate further. That should teach you not to be messing around in strange holes. And with that, I think we'll call this one a video. I am the Blues 32. This is Space Quest. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.